Hello, everyone. I'm Chestic44, I'll send in Spalai, and welcome to this Let's Play of Wrath of the Righteous. Last episode, we did a bit of wandering over in the western reaches of how far we can go. Found a couple small locations and cleared out a mission, which we'll turn in a minute. And we have a bunch of things going on back at Dresden. Oh, also we have some more allies who gave us some units here, so that's good too. Anyway, let's head back into... You know what? Let's head to the streets first. Alright. First things first. Ulbrig. You are going to take this Amulet of Mighty Fists. That would be very good for you, because it's unarmed and natural weapons. So that should help out? I mean, it doesn't say it is, but it should. And Ember, you are going to take this Blazing Crown. Headband of Mental Flow, Intelligence and Charisma. Is there anyone who could use that? No, I don't think so. No, I think we're mostly fine. Greater Reach Metamagic Rod, I guess we can save that. And over the rest of this... Ooh, actually. Ah, you can learn these. Learn that, and learn that. There we go, very nice. Now then, first things first, Sealkind is... That's Harmaton. Chief Sol, CR, Horgus. Where is Sealkind? Isn't he... I think he is over here, actually. He's just not showing up on the map for some reason. I don't know why. Let's see. Sealkind, there you are. I found the missing scout, Sealkind. They're dead. Sealkind lowers his head and says nothing. After a while, he nods sullenly. Well, we are at war. Thank you for discovering their fate. What exactly happened to them? Sorry, I don't know. I merely found the bodies. Something must have gone wrong and interfered with the plan. Otherwise, my people would have been able to retreat. Well, the information is passed on. Next up, Ember. Let's see if you're okay, because you should have gotten back and been okay. Then after that, we'll stop and sell things. Let's see. Ember? The people in the city seem to like your sermons. Are there sermons? I just tell people things. Simple things. Anyone can figure them out. People are much cleverer than me, but they listen to me and say thank you after. I probably just have a pretty voice. How are the former Baphomet cultists doing? You know, this cult did very bad things to them. They made them hurt and frighten each other and themselves, and then lied that they didn't have a way back. They convinced them that the only choice for a sinner was to sin again. They are much better now, but still, their souls. Inside they are like my hands, all burnt. Besides, simple city dwellers who weren't in the cult don't understand them at all. They say things to them. Maybe it's even fair, but it just makes everything worse. Some people don't want to believe they repented, as if they want them to go back to the demons. But some feel sorry for them. They ask questions and listen. Those conversations make them feel better, and others might listen and not fall for the same thing. You see how good it is that you didn't kill them? Thank you. Alright. So, that's going alright. Next up, Wilser Garms. Quick stop there. And sell all the loot we happen to have with us at the moment. There you are, Wilser. I got a little something for you, Commander. Like a conjurer, Wilson produces a fairly large purse from somewhere under his shirt. The lads decided to chip in. You've been taking care of us, Commander, so we decided to take care of you. Please take this gift. Get yourself a magic ring or a new helmet. We'll be very happy if you do. Take this gold, and all of you raise a glass to my health instead. The quartermaster blushes slightly. It was supposed to be a gift for you, but I'll do as you say. There will be many wishes of good health and toast to your name later this evening, Commander. Only seems right. Alright, let's sell this stuff here. Sell that, sell that. Sell that. Don't need that. Sell that, sell that. Sell that. And sell that. Okay. Do you guys know Tsunami? You know Tsunami. You know Tsunami. Okay, so Tsunami, you go over there. We're good. Now that that's handled, time to see what's going on inside of the Citadel. We got people to talk to, clearly. Right, into the Citadel. Several teenagers dressed in rags stand before you. Their dirty clothes make it clear that they have traveled far to get here. A skeptical Anevia leads the procession. Looky who we have here. They've come all the way from Mendev. It's a miracle they didn't end up in a demon's maw. I'd give them all a thick ear and send them home, but I guess I felt sorry for the poor kids. They were so eager to see you. Eager as anything we were, says a slender girl with short hair. We've heard so much about you. How brave and kind you are. How you help everyone, defeat the demons, and always follow your heart no matter what anybody says. We want to fight demons just like you do. We want to be free crusaders. You didn't ask your parents for permission, did you? We don't have parents, says a pale-faced young gnome. We're orphans, all of us. Klena's mother was a priestess in a crusader party and died. The cultists killed my parents. We all got stories like that. Klena and me grew up in an orphanage at the Temple of Abadar in Nerosian. There was nothing good in that place for us, only rules and routines. The only priestess who liked us, even a little bit, was Narita. The rest just barked orders at us and doled out punishments. We've left nothing good behind, put it that way. Early sunset, don't you have anything to say? Dealing with teenagers is hardly my domain, but I'll offer my opinion. Half measures won't do in this situation. You'll need to spell things out in black and white if they're to understand at all. Wow, okay. Interesting how the good option is that, well, they're teenagers, not children. So there's that. They're not completely useless. I can make them free squires, which means they probably won't be charging into battle and will likely be standing back at camp, making them more like apprentices. So it's not technically child soldiers. And I mean, in the Middle Ages, they did have teenagers and the like help out the knights. I suppose you could become free squires and help Aranka, Ilks, and Wallflower in my court. One day it will be your turn to battle evil, but I hope we win this war long before that day comes. At least that'll be more fun than cleric training, mutters the gnome. Suddenly his frown is replaced with a wide grin. But I've heard all about the wonders of your court. Is it true you have a little dragon and a magic garden? We'll be able to help the free crusaders that live there and defend ourselves if the demons attack. Yes, let's go, guys. I'll make sure they get there in one piece. I've no idea how this is going to play out. Those helpers of yours on the ridge are still pretty much teenagers themselves. Then again, they've been so lucky so far. Desna herself must be watching over him. Fly, just in case, I'll send off a letter to this orphanage they did a runner from. Tell them what's what. No doubt the place is in an uproar. And as for you, Scamps, follow me. Aunt Nevia will tell you all you need to know about your new home. Right. Back to, the staff meeting. Commander, mission to report. Captain Harmatton salutes you. We are short on soldiers. Any elation from taking Dresden is long gone. We now face the harsh reality of a drawn-out war. What was sufficient for an expeditionary force won't cut it for a proper army that needs to hold the territories around Dresden and still advance forward. Now that we've dealt with the wary and replenished our officer corps, we need more troops. I suggest we write a letter to Mendev and ask Her Majesty for a new draft. It will take some time, a long time to be perfectly honest, but it's the most reliable option we have. Mendev is already giving everything it can spare to this war. I say we ask our priests to be more active with their preaching in other lands. Let them inspire more people to volunteer. A regular draft may not be enough. We have one permanently in effect as it is. We should suggest that the Crown recruit all who lost everything in the attack on Canabras and other cities. Instead of meager state-issued meals for these orphans and homeless refugees, they'll get army rations, a pair of boots, and a spear. It's not the best solution for them, and they won't be the best soldiers for us. Still, we'll have plenty of material to sift through and forge into solid combatants. Yeah, you won't get far on sheer enthusiasm. Fortunately, we have good coin to dress it up. Everyone who's ready to fight for lofty ideals is already here. It's time to call on those who would fight for gold. And what about the troublemakers from the Wary? Do they criticize us still? Negative. Ever since you took those measures, we haven't heard a word from them. After your changes within the officers' ranks, the command staff is showing nothing but loyalty. Alright, let's discuss in further detail. Sela, what's your plan? I traversed half the world to join the Crusades, and I'm sure that there are still plenty of souls all over Galarian who would join our ranks. We just need to get through to them. Let's send priests to preach in other states, and not just any priests, but those who've been on the front lines. They'll tell everyone of the horrors they've seen here, and how important it is to fight back against the Abyss. People will volunteer once they see that this is a battle not for Mendev or Sarkoris, but for all of Galarian. Do you truly believe that people learning about what's happening in the Whirlwind will come running to volunteer? You think too highly of them. Upon hearing this preaching, most people will run in the other direction, as far and as fast as they can. Regil, what do you suggest? At present, Canabras and other cities that withstood assaults are teeming with orphans, the homeless, and refugees, survivors who lost all they had. They live off the Crown in tents, sustained by handouts. Get them to the front lines. They're not the most optimal manpower pool, as it is unlikely they would have volunteered, but they've nothing to lose and will gain an influx of recruits, as well as save Mendev from having to waste funds on citizens who provide them with no benefit. You take advantage of those people's plight in order to bolster our ranks. The poor folks you speak of have suffered tragedy. They should be recovering and restoring their faith in life, not thrown into a demon's maw. Dayrin, your opinion, please? My advice is simple. Don't be stingy. We are practically asking people to jump into a demon's gullet. Sure, there are kooks who would do just that for some high ideals, and there are those who can be coerced by force. Nevertheless, mortals have yet to invent a better incentive than a shiny coin. If we offer the volunteers sufficiently a high pay, they'll sign up in droves. We can't rely on the loyalty of mercenaries. They're eager to come and fill their pockets, but they're just as eager to abandon us once they are faced with real danger. I've seen it happen time and again. We need true soldiers, those who can't imagine life outside the army, obey without a second thought, and if necessary, die without regret. And what would you suggest, Harmatton? For situations like this, we have direct instructions from the Queen. May her reign last forevermore. We should write to Nerosian and ask Her Majesty to announce a new draft in order to send reinforcements. Of course, the plan will require time, but there's no question that it'll deliver results. There's no telling how many more recruits the Queen can scrape together through a regular draft.
Mendev has already given us the best and most enthusiastic. It's time for the rest to do their part.
So let's see. We get the Preacher's Decree. Recruitment growth for trainable units increases by 7% for 20 days. Not bad. And it is a 20-day repeatable, so that could be kept up. Not quite 100%, but it will be kept up. For Regil, recruitment growth for trainable units increases by 20% for 14 days, and Crusade morale reduces. It's a higher recruitment growth, but Crusade morale lowers, and it doesn't last as long. For Dayron, the number of available mercenary units increases by 1. And for Harmattan, recruitment growth for trainable units increases by 10% for 14 days, but it takes longer to repeat. So, Sila's is the least effective, but can be kept up for the but lasts longer. Regil's is terrible. I mean, I know we did technically just recruit orphans into the Free Crusaders, and he was saying to recruit orphans, so I don't really have the moral high ground there, but the other effects are absolutely terrible. We're not doing that. Increasing the available mercenary units isn't like the worst idea, but I mean, it's not really that great. Harmattan. Also, it costs resources. Harmattan's is honestly the best. I mean, it takes a long time to repeat it. But it's a 10% increase. Preacher's is too low. It's not going to work. Honestly, Harmattan, of all the choices, we're going to stick with you. We'll follow Her Majesty's instructions, request reinforcements from Bendev.
Affirmative. I'll send a messenger to Nerosian today. I'm certain that Her Majesty won't abandon us. Thank you, Commander. I will report on the measures we implement and their results in due time. I'll call for the Council to be reconvened if we encounter any further difficulties.
Thank you very much. Now let me take a look at the Crusade affairs again for a moment. So, we don't have anything for the Crusades going on aside from those. I think we'll be having leadership again in a day, so we can actually stay here and just let time pass a bit. Logistics and military is going well. How is the city looking? Is there anything that... No, everything's built. Is everything built? Let me see here. I feel like I haven't built the, spellcaster's quarters. Main stables, main barracks, main archery range. Main spellcaster's lodge. I need to build that. I need... Okay. Buy 1,000 of those, build the spellcaster's lodge. There. By the apothecary and the arsenal. Not the worst. Actually, is there other things I want to build? There's a lot of things I can build. Hall of Strategy. Pathfinder Society Lodge. That would also be good. Yeah, we have plenty. We can build more things. So that is AC and saving throws for trainable units. Attack AC and saving throws for merc units. Yeah, we'll go with that. Hall of Strategy would also be good. Attack and defense plus 2, and that's for all generals. So yeah, go ahead with that. Go ahead and build that. What else can we build? We don't really need a citadel. Saboteur's headquarters in the fort's area of control. The salvager's post, I mean, we can build that. Area of control, shelter's pointless, and a watchtower. I mean, a salvager's post isn't a bad idea. Go ahead, build that. And buy more of those resources. So yeah, that would actually add a lot. 18,000, 16,000. So that's 8. So that's 17, 17, 34. Plus another 45. So that's about 40. Not quite enough for the logistics. We need to improve other locations a bit more. Still, we have gotten plenty of things built. You know what? For the sake of it, I guess a citadel isn't a bad idea. Go ahead, we'll have a citadel in here. There you go. I don't think there's anything else. We built one of everything except the saboteurs and scouts headquarters, which would be another 9. We'll see how it goes. Alright, not really much else we can do here. Oh, there we go. There's the stone infantry. You're gonna sit over here, because I can't really merge you with our guys right now. And we do need time to pass. We can rest, actually, I think. That sounds like a good idea to me. Alright, go ahead and rest. Oh, and, these items I've picked up, go ahead and toss them into here. Now let's go ahead and rest.
Stop staring at me all the time. It's creepy, you know?
If you want me to obey, make me. Or are you afraid I'll beat you and you'll have to do what I say?
Oh boy. Alright, that's done. Moving on. I think a day has passed. To the Crusade Affairs. Yep, a day passed, and strengthen the chain of command. And royal conscription, which we're not going to do. Okay, skip a day. There's not really much else we can do at the moment, I don't think. Oh! The forts of Yath Watch are being sieged. That's definitely not good. Oh, Agaboya, you can clear them out. Also, we have more forces. That's good. So, clerics, rangers, and champions. You are going to head over to here and join up. Could gladly have more clerics, gladly have more of you and you. Do a search for free. Why is one missing? Alright, you guys. You are gonna go and join in. Join with Setsun's Wrath. There you go. And we'll get more of you. You are going to head down and join up with you guys. Agaboya, you need to clear out that force. To the lands of Yath Watch. Okay, you summoned, but fireball. There we go. Now we just have a load of whites to deal with. Wait. Wait. There's a stabbing. There's a stabbing. There we go. Beautiful. And the lands of Yath Watch are nice and secure. Didn't take much, now did it. Now, Agaboya, please move back to where you were. Actually, you can merge up with them now. There you go. More knights. The archaeologist Lathamus has arrived in Dresden and seeks an audience with the leader of the Crusaders to propose an interesting adventure. Really? and this chain of command has been strengthened, so we're about to have a lot of talking. I'm going to end this episode here. Next episode, we've got some talking to do with people. That'll be in the next episode, so until then, I am Chester44, also known as Belai. That is me, even if you can't see me. This has been a Let's Play of Wrath of the Righteous, and I shall see you all next time.